Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for Sign of Gemini, and keep in mind that this does not resonate for every Gemini. If you like a personal reading, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. You can also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. Just have to go check that out, go and go buy something, really appreciate that. Currently have a sale going on. You can also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Gemini, before we get started in your reading first, let's do some prayers first. So we have number 33 with the Goddess Kali here, but there's no real specific prayer with this one here, this card in particular. But what you can do here is, alright, put your hand on your heart, like your chest is, right? Connect with your heart there. And then feel your heart connecting with the Goddess Kali here. And while you're at this space here, Gemini, just say whatever issues you need to be resolved, say it to this goddess, alright? You know, like, I need help with this, that, you know, whatever. Okay? And then you can repeat her mantra as many times as you want. You can say, so what is, it's just, Jai, Ma, Kali. And we have number 9. The Goddess Kuan Yin over here. It says, I call upon the 8 immortals that love me unconditionally and shine the light of peace and spiritual power upon me now. You understand that no matter what happens in life, there are blessings underneath it. Please help me find my clarity, wisdom, guidance, and truths to reveal the blessings and grow now. Namaste, beloveds. Thank you for your help. Okay, so, Gemini, let's get into your reading here, and let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself. What's happening here for the sign of Gemini? What do we have? We have number 12 with Anubis, Surrender, Shaman, Enlightened Heart. It's connecting with Anubis. We have number 18, Khonshu. Lunar energies, divine timing, blood mysteries. Alright, so got these two gods that you can connect with Anubis here, and this, which is like it's like a lunar god. Okay, there's a heavy connection to like the night here. It's telling you to surrender. Things are going to happen at their divine timing here. But look at this, we have like, you see food here, so that's like abundance. Number 6 was Sobek and Horus. Reconciliation of opposites, forgiveness, and understanding. Okay. We have the opposites coming together. Okay, this is both the light and the dark. Reconciling that, okay? Going to be happening with inside yourself here, Gemini, but we do also have these two beings there, working with those two beings and kind of like combining forces there in a way. Now, there can also be forgiveness with, like, actual people here, like 3D people. Not the 5D, not the spiritual. But in the spiritual sense, it's like you're combining these forces of light and dark, this moon, and you're surrendering that, but you're bringing in, you're calling in here, Gemini. And your last cards. We have number 7 with Sacred Purpose. We have Ptah, Nut, Geb, and Anubis. We have these beings now. Sacred Purpose here. What you're doing in life, maybe something with the Shaman as well, because we do have that as the first card, which was Shaman over here. We have number 4 with Condemn. Master Craftsman, Creator of Form, Organizing Principle. So this is a being that you're coming up with. No. That you're connecting with. We have number 2. Emphasis, a High Priestess, Intuition, Mystery. Alright? So you're connecting with your intuition here. I feel like your sacred purpose is that of like the High Priestess, okay? Is that of like the Shaman? Is that of like the healer here, Gemini? Okay? Creator of Form. feel like there's something here where you're combining both the light and the dark, because that's what these two represent, like the opposites, and you're creating. Alright, and it's to do with this moon as well. But let's read more into the book, because there's more messages here in the book. There's like deeper meanings in the book. Okay? So you have number 2 is the first card. Nephthys is the hidden or veiled one who serves as a medium between the worlds. She comes to us in dreams, flashes of intuition and visions, along with Isis and Nekhpet, Mother Mut. Nephthys is an aspect of the triple goddess. She relies upon spirit to direct her in all things, and she holds mystery teachings of life, death, and rebirth deep in her essence. Mother of Anubis, Nephthys is also the true version, or the woman unto herself in her manifestation as the high priestess. In our shamanic visionary experience, she inspires the seeker as she whispers her secrets into the wind, and she dances exotically under the starry sky with magic or magnificent serpents windling around her beautiful bronze arms. Although she is less renowned than her twin sister Isis, they are seen together on the walls of the temples and at either end of every sarcophagus in ancient Egypt. When Osiris' body is scattered throughout Egypt, it was Nephthys and Anubis who helped Isis find and gather the parts to make him whole again. Nephthys appears she's working with your third eye and your sense of intuition, which will guide you further into the mysteries and to that which is hidden in your subconscious mind. She helps you see in the dark. If you draw on this card, be especially attentive or watch for synchronicities. Pay attention to those sudden hits of inner knowing and guidance, and watch for these outer events or experiences that form synchronistic parallels to the inner messages you're receiving. When you give yourself to the magic of Nephthys, she doesn't stop at opening your mind's eyes. She also opens your heart. Allow your entire being to thrive as you begin to see things in a new way. So you have both the mind and the heart here, Gemini. Alright? Your mind's eye, the third eye, and the heart. Okay, but we were talking about that. Enlightened heart here. I mean, that's the combination of opposites, the mind and the heart. I know it's mind's eye, but still. You know what I'm saying? Number 4. Khnum is one of the greatest creator gods of Egypt. He is depicted with the head of a ram, his horn spiraling outward like DNA spirals. Khnum is a highly skilled master craftsman who creates the eternally evolving varieties of material form upon his potter's wheel. He holds the universal secrets of the organizing principles of DNA and life itself. Khnum lovingly and carefully creates all bodies of all creatures of Earth, including humans. If you pull this card, Khnum has stepped forward to offer your renewal and physical healing. As he renews your body, he activates a deep memory of the Ka body, the consciousness that permeates the human form, and weaves through and around the cells of your physical body. The activated Ka calls forth your connection with your ancient ancestors, the interior of Egypt, as well as the power and the vitality that comes from that connection. You may feel an actual shift in consciousness and expansion in your physical body when you spend time with Khnum and imagine yourself on his potter's wheel. Khnum expresses the foundation principles required for bringing form to your ideas. He helps you to enter shamanic realms to find the ingredients for and to create physical manifestations in your life in an ordered, sequential way. When any aspect of your being is in need of renewal, repattering, or repair, you can step onto Khnum's potter's wheel with faith and trust, knowing that he will spin you a new form, lovingly and with great care. This deity reminds you to be solid and grounded with your energy in connection to the earth. The rootedness or grounding connection allows Khnum to usher you into expanded awareness for the next chapter of your journey. And we have number 6. We have Sobek and Horus represent two powerful opposing psychic forces found in all human beings, the old and new parts of each of us. They appear together as adversarial allies to help us reconcile opposing forces and create a harmonious, balanced union within. The crocodile god, Sobek, represents strength and fortitude, fertility, and rebirth. From Sobek, we inherited the reptilian brain that contains the ancient evolutionary patterns. It rules the automatic functions that have kept us protected, alive, and prepared to grow forward. Horus is the son of Isis and Osiris. In this oracle, he comes into maturity, prepares to step into his full power as the enlightened ruler. All pharaohs are called Horus. As a hawk-headed solar deity, he's associated with the higher mental and spiritual functions. If you've drawn this card, it's time to take a deeper look at the energetic desire to evolve while stepping into a new way of being. You may experience a sense of conflict from the old self. In truth, it is willing, but it needs to know that what is of value will not be lost, and that mistakes will not be repeated. This is an opportunity to take stock of the newer self that wants to evolve and step forward, and of the old self that wants to make sure you have a solid foundation to stand on. Drawing this card indicates that resolution is afoot. If there's conflict in your life or something in the way of your forward or upward motion, meditating with these two seemingly opposing forces can bring you to a deeper understanding of a relationship or situation, and also open the way for forgiveness. If you bump into that part of yourself that is closed to forgiveness, stay open. It's one of the most potent keys for resolution. Anubis is known as the god of the underworld, which is actually the inner world. He's the enlightened heart shaman, the opener of the way, who went before us to pave the way so that we might follow in his footsteps in our own search for enlightenment. Anubis knows how to surrender his heart and the entirety of his being to the ever-expanding cycles of death and rebirth in order to step more fully into his divine humanity here on earth. He is our ever-faithful companion and guide, a stalwart protector, who assists us in our ego deaths and renewal of our soul's true purpose. He walks between worlds and knows how to sniff out the passageway between form and formlessness. He guards equally by day and by night. Anubis cares deeply about us and will guide us if we call upon him during our shamanic journeys between the worlds. We can also call upon him when someone we love dies, as he leads people safely through the transition we call death. If you pull this card, the shaman within is being awakened, and you're being asked to surrender and let go of your old perceptions about how things are. With Anubis' guidance, you can view your world or whatever situation you're exploring in a new way. As you develop a relationship with this jackal deity, you'll gain access to his keen sensitivities. He'll help you find things that you have lost and connect you to those you love who are no longer in this world. Take some time to sit and meditate with the image on this card. Will you choose to travel with Anubis? Feel yourself surrender to the powerful shamanic journey that awaits anyone who does. We have number 18, the lunar god, who appears with as many faces as the phases of the moon. Like the moon, he controls the tides and influences of the weather. He is closely linked with Thoth, and like Thoth, he is seen as both the ibis and the baboon. Known as the Wanderer, he is a protector of travelers and measure of time. Says he brings spiritual nourishment to our bodies and souls. He knows the exact timing in which we are ready to receive communion and eat the flesh of the God so that we may become one of them. He works on our behalf to fertilize our minds and hearts with the seeds of our own divinity. He engages with the power of the moon to bring forth the healing that reigns, that cleanse our old belief systems, and he renews our DNA at a cellular level. He governs the tides of the oceans and human emotions. He is a great healer, said to be able to exorcise demons. He does this by honoring, feasting, and celebrating the diseases, and they go away happy. If you've chosen this card, this is a time now to move forward in some situation that you have been hesitant about. It's also a favorable time for travel. Whatever movement is being called for, you may want to harness the power of ritual. Create a communion ceremony in the honor of the divine being that you are. Acknowledge this journey that you have completed, that has prepared you for the new phase you're entering. You can do this spiritually or bring it about in the physical plane by setting up an altar with food that represents the body of the earth and drink that represents the blood of the divine nature. If you are in need of healing, honor the source of your disease, injury, or situation for the teaching it has brought as you take in the holy sacraments. Alright, and we have your last card with number 7. Ptah speaks form from his intelligent heart, and reality is created. Anubis, the fully awakened shaman priest, enters the sacred garden through the portal created by the divine parents, the overarching sky goddess, Nut, and the rich, green, fertile earth god, Geb. Thoth is also present as the rainbow serpent who offers the fruit of wisdom and the eternal life from the ancient tree. As you focus on the images on this card, perceive your current life situations with the open-hearted wisdom of the shaman priest Anubis, so that what is being birthed or created through your thoughts, words, activities, and everyday story has greatest potential for completion and wholeness. Okay? So Gemini, that is messages for you. Now let's get some brew and some charms for yourself. So we have that of Hathor. We have Thoth. We have Aries. So you got all those placements, one around you. We have the Chinese zodiac sign of the monkey over here. We have the sun beetle, which you connected to. Connect with the sun and the beetle. Gemini, we have this Aztec serpent god, which you're also connecting to. We also have Serapis Bey, which is Ascended Master of Light, which you are connected to. We have communication coming in. We have prosperity. We have abundance. We have material possessions. Material nature. It's coming in. We have a journey that you could be going on. There could be some travels there. New beginnings. There could be births. Gemini. And there's movement. I feel like heavy travel. Okay? Like spiritual travel here, but you are going through a spiritual journey, but also travel. Because we were talking about a favorable time for travel as well. Like actual travel. So, that's all I have for you. Like I said, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. Also go on my Etsy shop, go and buy something. Really appreciate that. If you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.